Good morning, class 12. So in the last class we have done double case commodity, okay, and little bit of we have done indifference curve. So that is indifference curve is in your new book, is in chapter 5. Okay, so here only the meanings are coming, so you listen to the meanings. Now see what is an indifference curve. Okay, so an indifference curve, what does it shows? It shows a various combination of two commodities which gives equal satisfaction to the consumer. Today, for example, if you are consuming X commodity and if you are consuming Y commodity, for example, if you are consuming apple and oranges, so you are consuming two commodity, so that means that two commodity will give you equal level of satisfaction, and that can be explained with the help of indifference curve. Okay, so in indifference curve it is shown that two combination, like two, okay, any combination a consumer will select, so two commodity which will give equal satisfaction. So when you are consuming two commodity, so what a consumer want? So consumer want that we should get satisfaction. So when you will get equal satisfaction from both the commodity, so that is shown with the help of your indifference curve. So indifference curve is nothing but it is a locus of combinations of two goods that are equally satisfactory to the consumer. That means from that two good, okay, it is a combination, or you can say it is a locus of combination of two goods. Okay, so indifference curve is a locus or is a combination of two goods which gives equal satisfaction to the consumer. Okay, so you see it is nothing but it is a two goods which gives equal satisfaction to the consumer. Either you can take example of X and Y, or you can give example of apple, mangoes. Okay, so this is the definitions of your indifference curve. And children, indifference curve always it will be downward sloping. Okay, your indifference curve always it will be downward sloping. So your indifference curve, if to draw indifference curve, okay, let me take one schedule. Okay, I am taking example of your, this is combinations. Okay, 1 2 3 4, let's not take 1 2, let's take A B C D. Okay, combination. Now two goods you have to take. Suppose I am taking X and I am taking Y. Suppose X is your apple and Y is your orange. Okay, so they are the unit. Now you see we will be looking about their satisfactions. Okay, so let's take up to D. So here I'm taking 1 2 3 4, the unit. Okay, it is your unit of X and unit of Y. Now here, so you see one is increasing, then other combination you have to show as a decreasing. Okay, 10 7 5, suppose 4. So you see here a consumer is consuming two commodity X and Y, that is your apple is X and orange is Y. So you see when you are consuming more apple, you have to reduce the consumption of oranges. So when you are consuming one commodity more, so other commodity consumption has to be reduced. In this case, what will happen? A consumer will get equal satisfaction from both the commodity, and this can be represented with the help of an indifference curve. By looking the schedule, we can prepare an indifference curve. And children, indifference curve will be equivalent to your demand curve. So it is also a downward sloping. Okay, why it is the downward sloping? Due to MRS, marginal rate of substitution. Marginal rate of substitution means, now it will be in the next topic, it will be MRS. So marginal rate of substitution means when you are consuming more apple, that means you are reducing the consumption of oranges. So this you're substituting. When you're consuming more, the other you are reducing. So this is known as MRS, marginal rate of substitution. So due to this marginal rate of substitution only, your indifference curve, it will be downward sloping. Okay, so by looking at this, we are going to draw. Okay, so you see here I am going to take apple and oranges, that is X and Y. Okay, so here I am going to take about your oranges, that is your Y commodity. Okay, here I am going to take apple, that is your X commodity. Okay, now you see, and combination is A, B, C, D. Now you see in your oranges, the numbers are 4, 5, 7, 10, 30. So start from the 0. Okay, always in decreasing, always in your ascending order. 0, then 4 is there, so 1, 2 is not there, so leave a space. 1, 2, suppose 3, approximately 4 is here, so 5 is here, so 6 is not there, suppose 7. Okay, now 8 is not there, 9 is not there, directly 10 written. Now you see, now same case you do with the apple also. 1, 2, 3, 4, so there is no gap, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now see, in combination A, when consumer is consuming 1 apple, a consumer is consuming 10 oranges. So 10 oranges and 1 apples. Okay, now see next, when consumer is consuming 2 apple, a consumer is consuming 7 oranges. When consumer is in the third, you see in C combination, when consumer is consuming 5 oranges, consumer is consuming 3 apples. At the last, when consumer is consuming 4 oranges, so consumer is consuming 4 apples also. Okay, now if you have done this one, when you are X and Y, when you are joining it, now this is all the point X and Y. Okay, you will just join it up. You will see a downward slope curve is formed, and okay, combination A, B, C, D, just give a name: combination A, combination B, combination C, and combination D. Okay, this curve is called IC, that is your indifference curve. Okay, so this curve name is what? It is your indifference curve. So you see here, okay, you can see that when a consumer is consuming 1 commodity more, consumer have to reduce the consumption of other commodity. So in this way, okay, this is the assumptions. So in this manner only a consumer will be able to get equal satisfaction from both the commodity. Okay, I'm telling, if you ask the question, like if consumer is consuming this more and not reducing the consumption of oranges, then in this concept, the concept completely will be wrong. A consumer will not get equal satisfaction from both the commodity. So always concept you have to keep in mind. So when consumer will consume 1 commodity more, the other consumptions, the other commodity consumption has to be reduced. So in this way, then only due to MRS, marginal rate of substitution, due to MRS only your indifference curve will be downward sloping. So this is about your indifference curve. Okay, so you can take the example of X and Y, or you can take the example of apple and oranges. Okay, so you see, and this numbers, one you will give in increasing order, other you give in decreasing order. Okay, numbers you can put it yourself, but when you give increasing order, take a serial number. Okay, and here you take in a decreasing order. So when one will increase, other will decrease. This if you keep in mind, so one should be increasing order, other commodity should be decreasing order. And whatever decreasing order will be there, you will put in y-axis, and increasing order you will put in x-axis. Okay, and by looking the schedule you will prepare it, and your indifference curve will be completed. So in board exam they may ask you definitions, okay, and to draw this diagram. So at that time you can write 2-line explanation, that's your definition, and you can make a schedule and draw this. Simply you will get 2 out of 2. Okay, so this is about your indifference curve. Now we are going to do indifference map. Okay, so you see, you all can draw this after looking the video in your economics copy, okay, for the practice. Okay. Now we are going to do next is indifference map. Now what is indifference map? Okay, it is also similar type. Okay, now see here also definition and only the diagrams comes. Now see what is the indifference map. Now indifference map, it may allow, that is it shows all the indifference curve which rank preference to the consumer. That means indifference curve shows, okay, the rank, the curve which will give more or less satisfaction. That is indifference map. Okay, it is a group of indifference curve that each curve represent or shows given level of satisfaction. So you see there will be 3 curve or 4 curve. So always the higher curve will give more satisfaction and the lower curve will give less satisfaction. So this is the meaning. So indifference curve, so indifference curve, they will rank, okay, according to the preference of the consumer. It is called indifference map. So nothing, and so you see an indifference map shows all the indifferences curve, okay, which rank or preference of the consumer satisfaction. So it is nothing but it is a set of indifference curves. So each curve will represent a given level of satisfactions. Okay, so this is the definition you should keep in mind. Now look at the drawing. So drawing, it will be very easy. So we have done a schedule, okay, just now we have taken apple and oranges. So here also same thing you are going to take. So here orange I am writing, that was okay, and here I am taking apple. With same example you can do it. Okay, now you see here, so you have to show indifference curve and indifference. Now just now we have done indifference curve. So indifference curve is always downward sloping. So here you don't record any figure. Okay, you no need to make a schedule. So according to your last example only you can take oranges and apple. So here indifference curves you have to make, 3 or 4 curves you have to make, and it's always downward sloping. Suppose I am making 1, 2, 3. Suppose I made 3 indifference curve. Okay, I see 1, I see 2, I see 3. So you see it is a representative of indifference curve, okay, which will show, each curve will show a level of satisfactions. Okay, so what level of satisfaction? So here the higher will be the curve, higher will be the level of satisfaction, lower will be the curve, lower level of satisfaction. Now if you compare IC3 and IC2, which one will give more satisfaction? IC3, indifference curve. IC means indifference curve 3. So indifference curve 3 will give more satisfaction to the consumer. Okay, now if you compare with this IC2 and IC1, so in this 2, IC2 will give more satisfaction. So higher will be the curve, higher will be the level of satisfaction. So out of this 3, so IC3 will give you more satisfaction. Okay, so higher will be the curve, higher will be the level of satisfaction. So here also only 2 line definitions is there, and this curve you will keep in your mind. So you can draw 3 indifference curve or 4 indifference curve. Okay, you write from the down, always you will start the number IC1, IC2, don't write from the top, from the below, IC1, IC2, IC3, or you can make 4 also. So it is better to make 3, so why to spend a lot of time. Okay, so IC1, IC2, IC3. So higher will be the curve, higher will be the level of satisfaction. Okay, so this is the diagram. So this is your indifference. Okay, this is your indifference map. This is your indifference. Okay, this is your indifference map. So in indifference map you will represent different level of indifference curve. So this different level of indifference curve will give you different level of satisfaction. So higher will be the curve, higher is the satisfaction, lower will be the curve, lower will be the satisfaction level. Okay, so this simple diagram you can keep in your mind. Okay, if they ask you the definition, so you have to show these diagrams also. And remember, to commodities name also you have to write it down. Okay, now the next is your MRS, marginal rate of substitution. in marginal rate of substitution also, okay, in your marginal rate of substitution only the definitions comes. So let's do the definition. So what is MRS? Okay, so MRS is nothing but it is a rate at which the consumer is willing to substitute one commodity, okay, for another without changing the level of satisfaction. Just now we have seen, okay, just now we have seen here example is apple and oranges, apple and orange, okay, we have seen that's 1 2 3 4 10 7 5 4, okay. So you see, when consumer is consuming additional unit of commodity of one commodity, so apple is consuming more, so other commodity he has to substitute, that means other commodity he has to reduce. So when consumer is consuming one commodity more, other commodity there should be a reduction in the consumption. So this phenomena is considered to be your MRS, marginal rate of substitution. So indifference map, okay, just now you have seen indifference curve, we have seen. So in indifference curve I have shown you, when one commodity they are consuming more, other commodity they are reducing. So this is called your margin rate of substitution. So it is the rate at which the consumer is willing to substitute, okay, is willing to substitute one good, okay, for another without changing the level of satisfaction. So a consumer want to have more apple, that means consumer have to substitute, that means consumer have to reduce the other commodity, okay, then only a consumer can get equal level of satisfactions, okay. So you have to remember this definition. So it is a rate at which the consumer is willing to, okay, substitute one good for the other goods, okay, without changing the level of satisfaction. So when they will do this substitute, the level of satisfaction always it will remain same, okay. So this definition you will keep in your mind. So this schedule I have made just to show you, you no need to make, you have to read only the definitions, you have to read only the definitions, okay. Now now the next topics will be in your book chapter 5, that is your properties of indifference curve, children. Okay, we are going to see the properties of indifference curve. Now whatever we have learned, indifference curve, indifference map, MRS, so based on these three only, okay. So first we are going to see the properties, that is indifference curve slope from left downward to the right. So you see, just now we have seen that indifference curve always it slope downward from the left to the down portion, that is to the right, okay. Now indifference curve always is slope downward from the left to the right. Now why it is a slope downward from left to the right? Why? Because consumer want to consume one commodity more. So what they are doing to consume one commodity more, consumer is substituting the other commodity, that means consumer is reducing the consumption of other commodity. So when, okay, when consumer is consuming more apple, so what consumer is doing here, consumer is reducing the consumption of oranges. So this is the reason why the indifference curve, okay, slope downward from left to the right. So this is the reason. So due to your MRS, margin rate of substitution, that means when consumer is consuming one commodity more, consumer is reducing the consumption of other commodity. That is when consumer is consuming more apple, consumer is reducing the consumption of orange. Okay, so this is the reason why the indifference curve, okay, slope downward from left to the right. Okay, next one. Now indifference curve are convex to the origin. So you see indifference curves are convex to the origin. Now you see in junior classes in math, like in physics, you have learned convex, concave, okay, curve. Now you see indifference curves always downward. Now you see this is convex, you see here, okay. So indifference curve is convex to the origin. Origin means at the starting you see it is bended, it is, so this is called your convex, okay. This bending is called convex. So it is convex in nature. Why? What is the reason behind it? Okay, the reason is why it is, okay, the indifference curve. So in indifference curve, what happens? The slope curve decreases as we move to indifference curve. Okay, so you see due to your diminishing marginal rate of substitution. So here also, why indifference curve is convex to the origin? Due to your diminishing marginal rate of substitution. That means, okay, when we are consuming one commodity, other commodities consumption is getting decreased. That means diminishing is taking place. So you see here the assumption is there. So lesser the consumer consumes the amount of one commodity, okay, so will be the unit commodity obtained. So when consumer is consuming one additional unit of commodity, that means when a consumer, in our example, when consumer is consuming more apple, so what consumer is doing to the other commodity? Consumer is reducing the consumption of oranges. Okay, so you see the oranges is getting reduced. So due to this only, your indifference curve will be convex to the origin. Okay, so I said you, so almost everything is very simple only. Okay, so you see I've said you apple and orange. Now 1 2 3 4 10 7 5 4. So you see when consumer is consuming additional unit of commodity, so in other oranges is getting reduced. So this is only the reason why the indifference curve will be convex to its origin. Okay, why indifference curve is convex to the origin. Now next, indifference curve yield higher level of satisfactions. Now you see indifference curve always it will yield the higher level of satisfaction. That means higher the curve, higher will be the level of satisfaction, lower the curve, lower will be the level of satisfaction. So here if you take two indifference curve, okay, if you are taking two indifference curve and writing IC1 and IC2, if you are writing, okay, so your each indifference curve yield high level of satisfaction. That means IC2 will give you more satisfaction as compared to the IC1. So higher will be the curve, higher will be the level of satisfaction, lower will be the curve, lower it will give you the satisfaction. That means, okay, higher indifference curve always represent higher level of satisfaction. This is the reason why higher indifference curve yield higher level of satisfactions. Next is okay, two indifference curve. Your indifference curve will not touch, okay, they will not intersect with one another. So indifference curve neither touch or neither intersect with one another. So indifference curve will never touch to one another. Now see two indifference curve. So is it possible for them to touch with one another? No, it is not possible for them to touch with one another. So indifference curve. Why? Because each, okay, reason is because each level of curve will represent different level of satisfaction. So each curve, okay, represent different your level. Each curve is giving different level of satisfaction. That is why two indifference curve will never, okay, it will never intersect with one another. They will never intersect with one another. Okay, so two indifference curve, they never intersect with one another. Okay, so children, in your new book so many points are given, okay, but here only the 4 is your important. That is number 1 your new book, number 2, okay, number 4, and number 5. Okay, so this 4 is very important. This 4 only you will do. From this 4, okay, 2 or 3 is coming in your examination. So this is very easy. What I have said, you just keep in your mind and you can do it. Okay, now next we are going to do, that is your, what is budget line. Okay, what do you mean by budget line? You might be thinking that in our book so many points with it. So many points not required. You 4 points you get. From this 4 points only any 2 or 3 will be asked. You can do it. Okay, in this new book it is given a bit more. So no need to go for that extra. Many are not reading them, less one only. So why to be done with lots of burden to be given? So only 4 you will read, any 2 or 3. Okay, you will get it. Now you see here, we are going to do now what is budget line. Okay, here also in this budget line also, okay, only the definitions is required and the simple diagram is required. Now see what is a budget line. Okay, so different economics, they give different definitions about budget line. So budget line shows the combination of good that can be purchased if the entire money income is spent. That means today if you have an income, okay, 100, 200, 300, any example you take. Now budget means what? Suppose today if your income is 200, that means you will be able to spend only 200. When you go for any shopping, you make a budget. Okay, suppose your budget is 10,000, that means you have to get satisfaction with the 10,000 only. You cannot go more than that, or you cannot reduce your, okay, most probably a consumer, they don't want to, yeah, my budget is 100, that means I have to go for with 100 only. Okay, now beyond that you cannot go. Okay, and less people may not go for it. Okay, so you see, listen the definition. So it is the price line which shows the combinations of good that can be purchased if the entire money income is spent. Okay, this is one definition. Other definition, you see, a budget line shows the various combinations of two commodities which can be purchased with a given budget. That is, given budget means with a given income, okay, at a given price of two commodities. That means income is given, okay, and when the price of the commodities are given, so that is your budget. Today you see, when you go for shopping, you make a list. Yeah, today my budget is the price, okay, income I have 1,000, and the price of the commodities you see. Okay, now according to that you make your budget. So when income of a consumer is given and the price of the commodities are given, so at that time that various combinations, okay, so here so many goods we cannot take, we consider always two commodities. So when two commodity price is given and income of a consumer is given, so at that time we can prepare a budget. So this definition you have to keep in mind. In the here you don't have an explanation, so budget only. Okay, a budget line I'm saying, by listening you can write in your copy also. A budget line shows various combinations of two commodities which can be purchased with a given budget at a given price of two commodities. Okay, this is also, so other also you have. So price line of a consumer is given by his total money income that he will likely to spend on a combination of two goods. So I have said two definitions, so whichever definition you like you can write it down, okay, and you can learn it. Now, so budget line, you see the diagram. So budget line always it will touch your y-axis and x-axis. Okay, so budget line always, so y-axis, x-axis. Okay, budget line always it will touch, not from the top, from here, x and your x-axis and y-axis it will touch. So this type of diagram, okay, it is said to be your budget line. Okay, so only the definition and the simple diagram, just simple diagram will make it, you will get 2 out of 2. Okay, but very properly you have to make it. Okay, so this is about your budget line. Okay, so for today this much only. Please prepare it. I'll give you a few questions to solve. You have to solve your questions by yourself. Okay, thank you.